Microplastics in the brain have increased by nearly 50% in the last 8 years. That's according to a new study. In fact, brain samples show that microplastics in the brain are equal to the weight of a plastic spoon. The brain contained 5,000 micrograms, that's 7 to 30 times more macroplastics than other vital organs, such as the liver or kidneys. When the samples were compared to brain samples from 1997 to 2013, the results were shocking. Microplastic levels in the brain were just a quarter of what they are today, just 1,250 micrograms. These plastic particles were mostly sharp nanoscale shards and flakes, small enough that they can pass through the blood-brain barrier, which is raising health concerns. Researchers believe these tiny plastic particles could be entering the body through eating, drinking, and breathing. Although the brain shows the highest concentrations, traces of microplastics have been found all over the body, including arteries, heart, lungs, blood, and even the placenta. The brain samples were tested by the University of New Mexico. The study's lead researcher and toxicologist, Matthew Campen, says that, quote, people are simply being exposed to ever-increasing levels of macro and nanoplastics. He says the rate of accumulation is, quote, simply mirroring the environmental buildup and exposure. Researchers identified 12 types of plastic in the brain. Polyethylene made up 75% of what was found. This type of plastic is commonly used in bottles, bags, and containers. The other types of plastic they saw in the brain come from many other common products, such as packaging, car parts, pipes, flooring, bottles, containers, fabrics, and other industrial products. Co-author of the study, Marcus Garcia, highlighted that, quote, it was notable that these are largely mirroring proportions of polymers that we do see in our environment. He speculates that the reason for the buildup is that the brain doesn't filter out toxins to the same extent that other organs do, such as the kidneys and liver. It's also suspected that since brain tissue is nearly 60% fat, it makes a better trap for plastics. Campen provides an example of this, saying, quote, if you've ever cleaned a Tupperware bowl that had bacon grease or butter in it, you know it takes a lot of soap and hot water. It's really hard to get the plastics and fats apart. He suggests that microplastics might be hitching a ride into the brain along with our dietary fats. Despite health concerns, the threat isn't going away anytime soon. Microplastic pollution in the environment is doubling every 10 to 15 years. Currently, there is no treatment to remove microplastics from the body. Campen emphasized how concerning the results of this study were, saying, quote, I don't feel comfortable with this much plastic in my brain. I don't want to wait 30 more years to see what happens if the concentrations keep rising. Now that you know where we've been, find out where we're going. Tune in to Ladies Love Politics, where you can stay informed without going insane.